Brodes Media.
Lastly here, let's go to A.J. Brown. Because A.J. Brown did a couple different hits, Sports Illustrated, Kay Adams, and he was asked about this controversy with media, about trades, and right off the rip here, forget for a second about, well, the cap hit, this won't make sense. I got you. One, Howie Roseman does things that none of us even know. So I never am able to truly speculate on, you can't do this because of X, Y, and Z. The cap space is in a different level of math that none of us understand. The NFL rule book and how you can manipulate. Look, cap hits are cap hits, this and that. All I'm saying is there seems to be some sort of internal battle between A.J. Brown and somebody. That might be Brian Johnson, that might be Nick Sirianni, or it could be Jalen Hurts. I don't know what it is, but the fact that there's a lot of noise surrounding him, whether it makes sense, doesn't make sense, that's irrelevant. Let's just take a listen on how he handled some of these questions about his status in Philadelphia.
Your name is out there a lot with people talking about, what might be going on behind the scenes, what the organization's plans may be. What do you make of all that? Is that just noise in your mind?
I've been through this before. I'm a vet at this point, So if something happens, my phone will ring and I'll be waiting. If not, then I'll enjoy my time.
But you're prepared, obviously, to be catching passes for the Philadelphia Eagles next season.
I'm prepared to focus on my family at home and get better in the offseason and just see where this thing go. It's chatter.
It's chatter, though. You are prepared, A.J. Brown. You are prepared to catch football for the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Long pause. I got to do whatever is right for my family. Think about my family. No problem with thinking about your family. Not at all. But why isn't there a commitment? Look, I'm not saying he's getting traded, I want him gone, this and that. I'm not saying any of that. I just think from a professional athlete level, if I'm on these media tours and I know that this question's coming, I'm not leaving it up in the air. Everything A.J. Brown does is up in the air, and it's always speculation. And while he came out and stated why, only because he did this media tour, he wouldn't have done it otherwise unless I missed something. But regardless, when he strips down his Instagram page and he gets himself off social media and he says it's because there's a lot of toxic things out there, and trust me, there are a lot of toxic things out there, he does realize that taking things off his page and anything accustomed to Philadelphia Eagles football and all that stuff now not being a part of it, no, that adds speculation. And he knows that. He knows that. So by doing it, you are now creating the door being open for us to wonder. And you know what market you're in. You see how we grab onto little stuff and really start asking questions about it, rightfully so, by the way, and you do it anyway. Everything he does. He doesn't answer media questions for a while. He forces his teammates to answer questions for him. Then when he stands in front of the locker, he has a big smile on his face. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I took us to the escape room. There's always something following him. Now, his unbelievable football play and his ability to be a true number one wide receiver is amazing. And I take that if I have to deal with these little stories, okay? Doesn't mean I don't react to the stories. Doesn't mean I won't share my opinion. But I am going to take his ability to be a dominating force on the football field if it comes with him answering a question the way he did in this press conference. But this interview, I just think it could be handled better, though. Why can't he just say, yeah, of course, yes, I envision myself a Philadelphia Eagle with Devontae Smith, my guy Jalen Hurts. We're running it back with Sirianni. Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm stoked to get back and sort of prove everybody wrong for how the season ended last year. That's not who we are. We are capable of being significantly better and stronger. And, I take accountability for that as being the leader. I could have handled things differently. As I mentioned with my press conference in the middle of the season, I should have been there for my teammates. I love them for having my back. But yes, I see myself as a Philadelphia Eagle next year. I'm ready to rock. Don't you think that, and maybe I just went overboard, but come on, there's a middle ground here. That's all. Why can't you take that approach? I think it helps out tremendously. You want to talk about bad vibes and people blaming media for this? No. No media fault. A.J. Brown did that. That's A.J. Brown answering the question. A.J. Brown answered the question. And here's another example.
There's no actual rumblings about a trade. That's all. I want to just make that clear.
I'm not really just worried about any of that right
Okay.
now. So if it is, if it ain't, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. I thought you were going to say absolutely not.
I think you just got to be prepared. It's a business at the end of the day, So, and I'm just trying to just handle it the best way I can.
I didn't despise that one as much as the other. It is a business. And yes, you do have to be prepared. It is a backstabbing league. The NFL is not a friend to you. And the moment you get paid, that organization is already looking for a cheaper, younger option so they can start pushing you out the door. That's just the nature of it all. So you have to be prepared. But I didn't think it would hurt him if it was a little easier and lighter and you don't have Kay Adams going, what? I didn't expect you to say that. See what I'm saying? Hey, just give us player speak. Give us coach speak. Give us that. Give us just your standard basic answer of yes, because when you don't, we're going, huh? What? And now we're creating an entire podcast off of it. You see what I'm saying? Now this is giving, and which I like that I have content. There's nothing wrong with content, but you know what I love more than content? Let me rephrase that. You know what content is better? For me personally, I know maybe you can debate people who have been in this industry that say nothing's better than turmoil because it creates a split fan base and then there's debates and, the whole thing starts to spark and emotions get high. But I'm just saying the content I prefer is my team just being fucking good and I just get to appreciate greatness all the time. That's what I want. That's the content I want instead of this content. So come on. I want it. I want an A.J. Brown to say the right things about being here and putting on that jersey. I don't like what we got over the last day with him and Devontae.